Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my next presentation. So as you might already know, it is very hard for a speaker to choose a topic before performing on stage. And actually this happened to me because I did not know who my audience will be and what kind of people will watch me. And therefore today I tried to choose a topic that will interest all of you. So as you see in this picture, I know that there is one thing in this world that could put an end to the entire existence of humanity. And as you see, the title of the topic which I chose today is the end of humanity. You might be thinking that I'm crazy. You might be thinking that I'm out of my mind. But the only thing today I need from you is just 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes of your attention. And today I will prove that what I'm going to tell you about is worth watching. Let's go.
Okay, go for it.
So before I start my speech, I want to ask you one question. Name the one thing that would end the entire human existence. So you might be thinking about weapons making nuclear war, about conspiracy theories, or maybe about the straight normality of life, or maybe even the violent solar storms. But stop. Let me stop talking. I know that you didn't understand a single thing. So what I call this all is just bullshit. Let's go. So the main thing that I think today is brings the world to the brink of extinction. The main thing that would end the entire humanity is too much obsession with technology, especially it is something that we all familiar with. Let's read out loud. Especially it's internet and social media. Take a close look at this picture. Doesn't it remind you of something? Is it not something that we all use these days? It's not something we use. These are the places we live. We don't live in this world that is created for us. But on the other hand, these days we live in this platform. Let's go. So, as you may see, here I brought some pictures that will prove. So look, the main thing that I think that is bad with technology is that the use of internet today has no age restrictions. As you see in this picture, a child who is 3 or 4 years old, up to the granny who is 70 years old, they all can use the internet and there are no control over it. So in most of the countries of the world, we may face with this problem. So if you don't believe that this is something that will end humanity, if you don't believe that this is something that will kill all of us, I brought some facts for you. So tighten your seatbelts. Here comes the most interesting part. Let's go. The first thing that I want to tell you is that in today's world, over 7.8 billion people use internet today, which is the 14% of the world's population. The 3.8 billion may seem a small number to you just because you are seeing it on screen. But if you imagine it, that's almost half population of today's world. And by the end of 2020, there will be 8 billion devices connected to the internet. So look, we are living on this land. We are, with the help of Mother Nature, we'll walk on this land. But imagine that if it comes to 2020 and there will be 8 billion devices connected to the internet, which every one of them sends signal to the atmosphere, imagine what will happen to the ozone layer, which is almost destroyed. So this is the fact that will disappoint all of the humanity. More than 517 new websites are created every minute. So while you are sitting here and you are watching at me talking about some nonsense, there are 570 websites created every minute on the internet. There are over 3.5 billion searches per day on Google. So these are some another statistics. And the last thing that I want to mention is that this is the group that we all are included to. The Facebook has more than 2 billion active users. So here comes the interesting part. So you might be wondering that why people use this technology. I also don't know the real answer to this question, but I have some guess. Although it is the pure truth, but most of us don't believe, I think that the people use this kind of technology and social media, the first reason in order to share posts, to collect followers, to tell about their achievements, and finally, to kill the time. Even if you do not agree with these three things, I think that the last time will persuade all of you to agree with this. Because we use social media and internet to kill our time. So here, today, fortunately for you, I did not come here just to criticize all of us. I did not come to here just to tell you that you are not. I did not come here to tell that you are bad people. But on the other hand, I brought this problem today, as most of the public speakers do, and I also brought the solution to this problem. How to not be slaves of these things that you see that are surrounding us and that are killing our time. So what people can do to get more from social media? First of all, what we can do, we can get knowledge from social media. We can learn language and make more friends. So instead of searching for girlfriends or for friends, or for maybe in Russian we call it parents and these things, we can find friends. For example, I am learning Turkish currently, and what I do instead of just killing my time and searching for girlfriends, I do search for girlfriends, but not for in order to talk about bad things. On the other hand, I practice my Turkish language, for example, and this helps me a lot. This is a real way of achieving something from this. You can discover, explore, achieve, and be friends with others. And also you can get motivation from influential people. For example, look, you are sitting at home and you don't have anything to do, but you have some big dream inside of yourself. So instead of going and scrolling down through your Instagram account, you can just go to YouTube and search for some influential people. For example, if you want to build a company, you can just go on and search for the advice of Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, and those people who already succeeded in this scene. So, moreover, you can also make money instead of just killing your time. So look, ladies and gentlemen, instead of watching, what I want to tell you is that if you use too much social media and if you keep watching other people, it will not make you happier. On the other hand, what you can do is to focus on yourself and build a life you wanted. So this is the quote that has a really big power. So this is mostly about love. Don't make someone a priority when you are just an option. That means that if you love a person, but if that person doesn't love you, don't spend too much on him, because for him you are just an option, but you're making him a priority. So let's keep on. So here I wrote some other things, but as you see, the screen is not showing. So I wrote here, you have to be happy, you have to enjoy time, you don't have to spend most of time. No, it's not called spend, it's called waste. You don't have to waste more of your time sitting on social media. On the other hand, you have to, for example, learn something, search for some influential people, or do something that will make you happy. So, and once you become happy, don't forget that I was the person who told you this. Thank you for your attention.